We all know what Flash is. It was that thing we used to play games on the school computers when you were like 9 or something. And by the time this recording comes out, Flash will be gone and replaced with interactive HTML5? Yeah, Flash is definitely a much cooler name. Anyhow, as Flash is gone now, I have decided to do a review on 2 of my favourite Flash games. One is a game that I only found out recently and just barely managed to play through before Flash was taken away from us, and the other I played way too much of when I was in primary school. But I'm doing 2 reviews in one because there's like small Flash games and I can't really do them in separate videos because that's way too much effort for me. So here's Fancy Pants reviewed in 125 words or less. Fancy Pants is a platformer that, for a Flash game, is amazing. It has a unique hand-drawn style that makes it look like a child's scribbles, and the animations are super smooth. Like, wow, it must have taken ages to draw. But you may ask, it looks good, but does it play good? I'm happy to report it plays great. The large open levels are designed well and they feel Sonic inspired. Fancy controls okay, but can be imprecise and slippery at times. But usually the levels are forgiving enough that the controls work. In levels you can find more linear platforming segments that are a blast, but can sometimes be a little too precise and frustrating. Overall, a really impressive game, 3 out of 5. Bazooka Boy is also a platformer, but unlike Fancy Pants, it's way more puzzle based. The game revolves around different types of rockets and using terrorism to solve all your problems by exploding everything in your path. Jokes aside, this is a really well made puzzle platformer, and my only problem with it is that it's too easy. I mean, you can blast through this game in under an hour. But it was designed that way, and if you do want something a bit more challenging, you can try to 100% it. So, Bazooka Boy 2, a fairly basic game, I have a soft spot for it because I played it a ton when I was in primary school. So, 3 out of 5. With Flash passing away, some of you will probably be wondering, what happens to all the Flash games once there's nothing to run them on? Well, most of the big Flash games, such as Fancy Pants, are on Steam or other platforms now, which is just great. And for smaller games like Bazooka Boy 2, and one I guess, there are emulators that can run them, and there are also Flash archives where all the game files are backed up. So hopefully, both of the games I've reviewed today can still be played. They're just a little harder to find. Just in case anyone wanted to know, I like Bazooka Boy more than Fancy Pants because Fancy Pants is more ambitious and probably the better overall game, but I have a soft spot for Bazooka Boy 2 and it has less flaws overall. And in case you're wondering about Bazooka Boy 1, I've never played it and probably never will. Now, I know the question that's on all of your minds right now, the question that you have been thinking of constantly. What is my plan for this year? Well, the plan is, I'm going to make videos and you're not going to be able to stop me and you're going to have to deal with it.